Oh, what a transfer window this has been, my friends. It's taken a good few hours, all day. It's taken all day. There's been some ups and downs. You know that classic problem of, like, you scout a player, you think, he's quite good, cheeky little bid, they accept it, and then next day, 3 hours later, whatever, 7 AI teams all put a mass bid in for him. Like, and if you hadn't have bid, they wouldn't have bid. Which, and then obviously they're bigger teams than us, so they choose to go somewhere else. And after a while, after the 5th or 6th player that does that, starts getting to you, yeah. And sometimes you might crack a little bit. And my version of cracking during a transfer window was trying to spend £5 million on an 18-year-old striker. By essentially spending every bit of money we had, obviously, but also stretching it over instalments and also using all our wage budget that we had left over on said striker. The bid was put in, it was accepted, contract agreed. Thankfully, when it came to it, I couldn't even adjust the budgets. There wasn't quite enough. I reckon if I had another 100k, I would have been able to adjust the budgets to make it work. And I probably would have just fucked it and just pressed the button, fuck it moment. Thankfully, probably, although it would have been fun, he's not coming until next season. But we're doing some work, and thank God for our parent club, Monaco, because they've sent us a few players. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back. So, signings, brand new tactic. I've mixed things up. You know what I like? I don't like to use tactics that I just know work. And we had free reign, essentially. I've signed a whole new team. Free reign to make whatever tactic I liked. So we've gone for something a little bit different. Try out some roles that I don't normally use. Built players to sort of ish fit that role. So, first out the outs. We sold... This was quite cheeky. Clevis Gega, do you remember him? No, of course you don't remember him. He's a 16-year-old Kosovan that we got through our youth intake that I decided to just sell for a bunch of money. 275k, going up to 375k. Not very good, is he? So I'll take that. And Eddie Brunel, also another youngster. Could turn out to be decent, but... we're a selling club. We've got to raise funds, right? So even though I only get 10% of the money we actually raise, I think it's best if we still need to make a profit. And Charlie Michael went out to Bologna because we're not playing if I was playing out-and-out wingers, would have given him a shot, but he was on decent money and we could get £1 million for him, and £1 million we just can't turn down. And then we've loaned a couple of players out, tried and sell Matt, but nobody wanted him. So we'll loan him out for a season. We're making a little bit of cash on him. So, before I take you to the players we brought in, let me show you the tactic. Now, I'm going to try initially, anyway, to play as a half-back, because I don't really not use those much. The wide centre-backs, we've got the 3 in the middle, which I quite like, and wide midfielders. I was going to go defensive wingers, but I've done them recently. I thought I'd try some other stuff, and we've got a couple of players that suit it. So, yeah, let's try it. Pretty simple. Try and keep the ball. Bit of pressing. Nothing extravagant. One of probably the biggest 2 signings of the seasons was already here. One is Riviere decided to join us on another year's loan, which is fantastic. He was arguably our best player last season. 14 goals, 8 assists. So I'm very happy that he came back in on loan. And also, Kwaku signed a new contract. He was desperate to leave at one point, and he says that he's got a year left. He's like, you know what, boss? I think I'm just going to let my contract run out. And I'm like, no, but please. And he went, go on then. And so we signed a new contract. And I think for our level, for the size of our team, we're not going to find a better goalkeeper than this. So I've nailed him down to a 4-year contract. And he's just such a good well-rounded. He's not a sweeper keeper in any shape or form. He's very much a sort of pound man David De Gea. But, he does the job. His kicking's pretty good. His passing's a bit ropey, rushing out. First touch. Not great. But that's fine. So, transfers. First up, we have Jakob Aydin, who is a free goalkeeper, and I'm like, he's not bad. He's kind of the opposite. He loves rushing out. He's crazy. He plays as a sort of left midfielder at some points because he loves rushing out so much. He's pretty good for a young goalkeeper. I'm never very good at working out if a young goalkeeper is going to make it, but I think he's got a chance. And as a solid backup, he's definitely improvement on the other guys we had. So, and it's not too much money. Next up, I think this is our best player that we signed. I'd like to know your opinion as we go through. My scouts don't think so, but I think so. His name is Hedwig, which Peters. We're just going to obviously just call him Hedwig because that's amazing. And he is a central midfielder, and he's a bit of a beast. He's a local lad. He's 23 years old. He's on £4,000, which is like generally what I'm trying to top out, no more than £4,000. A couple of players have gone over because they're so good, but the scouts think he's all right. But I think he's a pretty good player. I think he can play as that deep line playmaker, central midfielder. I think he's decent. He's got some good mentals. He's aggressive. He's determined. If he had some leadership, he'd be fantastic. Tries killer balls, not balls past the opponent, moves to the balls left. So, yes, very much like him. And then we... Oh, by the way, the senior affiliate that I was so excited about getting, they never found a club. You know, there's only a few clubs in the world, so it's hard to track them down. So, 3 players from Monaco. Now, before I show you these, our weakest signings area is centre-backs. I've really struggled. But we got some good youngsters. You've got Yendi Segarel, him. He's 18 years old. He's a senior international for a big country. Don't look at it. And he's left-footed. He's very good. Like, he's a really solid young player. We've got him for the season. None of these are obviously paying wages. Ethan Goetz is a sort of central midfielder, defensive midfielder option. Another 18-year-old, very bright prospect. And Florian Bertrand, who is another centre-back, who's right-footed, who has some great mentals, just can't headable. Runs with ball down the right. So he's wide centre-back, obviously. Don't want him running too far down the right. Just a little bit to the right. But I think that's very good. Although, like I said, very young, inexperienced, tricky. Next up, we've got Jordan Lembe for 50 grand, going up to 100 grand. Another decent little player. Local lad, got to make sure we hit the registration rules and stuff like that. I don't think he's ever going to be a world beater, but we'll get our money back easily as he develops, just as a sort of 5th, 6th choice. The fantastically named Landing Full, Senegalese international, absolute bit of an aggressive monster. Again, he's going to get sent off, dives into tackles, 18 aggression. Yeah, that's going to happen as the sort of half-back option. Can fill in at centre-back if it gets desperate, but you can't head a ball. But Landing Full, what a name. We got Hans van Leuven from Feyenoord on loan. He is another central midfielder. Can kind of depth for all 3 centre roles. Depth for the spine. He's okay at all of them without being spectacular. And then we have Jan Agafon. Now, the hardest part to fix was the wide midfielders' positions. This is the best we could do. He's fine. He's all right. He's our backup because we've got what's his face? I can't remember. He's already can play there. This is the backup guy. Pretty solid. Not bad. Doesn't know the position, but it's fine. He's only 24. He'll learn it pretty quick. Then we've got Jermaine Abikodjo. Coddy. Oh, caps lock. Coddy. That's Cody, isn't it? How do you spell Coddy but not to look like Cody? Just remember, it's Coddy, okay? He's our left-sided, free transfer, high wages, but he was available on a free, and he's local, and he's like 28 caps for the under-21s. It's not too bad. And he's played some decent level football as well. So, although it was expensive wages, I think he was worth it. And then we've got another amazingly named Chadrak, which we're just gonna use Chadrak, aren't we? Like, that's Chadrak is our backup striker option on loan from Montpellier, 20 years old Congolese. Good all-rounder, can play as the pressing forward or as the advanced forward. I think he'll do well for us. And then we have João Francisco Alfaiate. Franny, lot better. 23-year-old Portuguese, under 21 international. He's never really settled anywhere. Other than Grasshoppers under 21s, he was banging them in. But it's never really got game time. So I think he'll do 200k. He's a bit of cash. We had this or a Serbian 29-year-old that were very close to each other. But this guy's more two-footed and obviously a lot younger. So 200k for us is a lot of money. But spread, we should get our money back because he's quite a youngster. So overall, we made 1.1 million. We spent 500k. Finances are looking fruity. We're still 12k under budget, which is nice. Look at no wonder they're in financial trouble. Look at the budget a few years ago. I know they're, Jesus, 115, 120k. Also, in other news, we've trimmed the staff. Lots of backup staff. There's still some that are under contract, but I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as it was. Where is it? Where is it? Is it an expenditure? Staff wages. Yeah, this month 73 grand. Last month 159 grand. It's and signing on. There might be some signing on fees and stuff. Just trust me. We've replaced a few staff. Let some go. We've got just coaches doing the under 18s and under 23s because there's nobody there. We've still got some decent youngsters. So hopefully they'll develop. The only other sort of news is Sambolo Tueba has signed a new contract. I'm going to retrain him for the time being as a pressing forward because he has the mentals for it and he's okay. And I don't trust him at like centre mid or deep line playmaker because he can't get the ball at all. And Khalifa's there just as our backup if everything goes horribly tits up. So like I said, centre-back is probably the weakest area, but I think overall we're pretty good. No idea about the tactic. Who the fuck knows? One final signing I'm trying to make is Papis. I'm just going to call him Pat. I'll just call him Piss. No, we'll call him Papis. Do I just call him Piss? Demonetization on YouTube. Will Piss be on? I don't think Piss is going to be... I think Piss will be fine. We'll call him Piss every time. I needed somebody that I felt a bit more confident in the centre-back position and also left-footed, although he doesn't sort of do much dribbly crossy boy. He's wide centre-back defend and he can pass. He can't see, but he can pass. I think his teammates have to tell him where to pass. Like, there's a guy over there, pass to that guy, and he'll be pinpoint. He just can't see the guy over there. I think that's pretty much how it works. He's got 3 caps for Senegal. So we're doing bits, but there's a chance that falls through. So today, we've got Riviere up front as the pressing forward. We've got Franny as the advanced forward. He's going straight in the squad. We've got Chadrak as the backup. We've got Alfred, who's here before, on the right. We've got Cody on the left. I've done it, haven't I? Fucking done it! I'm just going to call it... I know this isn't... Coddy. Let's go with that. I'm not calling him Cody. And then we've got Hedwig and Siggy Lim. And then Landing Fall as the DM. We've got... I'm just going to... We'll just go with... Look, I don't need to remember your name for a long time. You're only here for a bit. Yendi, right? We can do that. Maggie's there. All good. Right. I haven't looked at the preview for the season. All right. That's where we were supposed to be this season, is mid-table. I will take... It's quite a gap. It's quite a jump. They're fairly confident in the... I don't think we're going to have any of the Dream 11, so... Yeah, that's not... I did almost sign a striker called Lewandowski, just because then I could make we've signed Lewandowski joke, and then go, it's a different one. But then I'm not sure that was worth 300 grand. If we were rich, if we were Chelsea, I would have done it, but like, not for us. Okay, great, good start, lads. Okay, subs must be okay. I can do it. It's fine. It's fine. Do we go Twembers on the bench then? Would be the better option. And we'll go for. Don't worry about it. We don't need a left wide midfielder on the bench because he'll never get injured. Okay, you wanted number 2? We got number 18. Can we just give him number 22? He'll be doubly happy. Right. Let's go, boys. We're playing them. They're good. Woo Young Kim. Good player. I don't think... I think, are they newly promoted? Yeah, they're newly promoted. Okay. Okay, if we don't win this, something's badly wrong, or at least play well. Okay. Here we go. Season on. I'm going to do it. Right. I'm very happy with Riviere staying. Not just because I think he's good, but just because I know he's good. And he'll do all right for us. Rather than bringing in whole new strikers that are all question marks. Okay. Not the best start in the world. Right. Full. Bertrand. Oh, lovely little dribble there. Maggie. I want to keep an eye on Full. Just from the half-back positioning. Okay, Lim's lost out. Great tag from Bertrand there. Pings it out. Tries to find the wide man. Oh, weird. Oh, go on, Franny. Go on, Franny. Okay, we take it. We take it. He won the ball back. He's allowed to shoot. It's the rules of football. Right. It's not creating a ton just yet. But good possession. Okay pass completion. Okay, that's fine. We haven't done enough shooting. Mikey's playing well. I did look at Murat. Because I know he works so well in the middle of a 3. But they wanted like 800 grand for him. That's a little bit expensive. I was supposed to be playing these the other way around, wasn't I? Yes. How's Full done? Okay. Cody. See, I'm seeing it as Cody now. It's working. It works. I've called him Cody again. It doesn't work, does it? Clearly doesn't work. I give up. Nigel. His name's now Nigel. Okay? Nigel. Nigel. It's a lot easier that way. I thought I had it, but I was just... Coddy. Go on. Whippage. Go on, Nigel. Get in there. He just needed 2 name changes and a free kick from the edge of the box. I haven't even checked if he's any good at free kick taking. Go on, Nige. There we go. We'll take a set piece. A win's a win today. Pre-season is really short, I've noticed, in Belgium. We only had time for 4 friendlies, and that's because I had to stick a couple of extra in. Right, Maggie. Bertrand. He's looked really good. Not bad ball. Go on, Franny. Is he on? Don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Yes, he was. Okay. I like that. Look, so Full was playing as the halfback, and the left back had moved forward because wide centre back, and he dropped into that position. We'll keep an eye, but that's. I was worried that he'd drop back literally onto the toes of Maggie a little bit too much. Okay. To Ebba. Have a little go, mate. Have a little go. You can come on for Alfred. Just the players learning positions. You can come on. And the goats can come on for Siggy Lim. Okay, definitely need that. If we don't sign that centre back, we're definitely going to get another one. Just for depth more than anything. Can we keep a clean sheet? Winners. Nice one, Mags. Goats. That's what I'm just go for goats. It's a lot easier. Okay, you need to kick that a bit harder, lad. All right, bit more beans. Good another. Oh, keeper's having a go. Maggie deals with. Oh, Maggie's having a cracking game. Oh, that's nice. It's going to be close to being onside. Oh, unlucky. Can he play it across? Right, Van Leuven. Not sure if the halfback should be taking our corners, but hey, they'll never expect it. Apart from the next one, they'll expect because he took the previous one. But, you know, before then, not expecting it. Nice. Okay. Better second half. It's fine, right? It's going to be fine. Last 10. Tueba. Nice little goal from Tueba will be fruity. All right, we'll take it. Not a classic by any means, but a solid clean sheet. Really good possession. Good XG in the end. Took us a while to build up to it. But overall, they're a newly promoted team. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But obviously we're going to win the league. Right, there we go, my friends. Remember, it's Nigel now, okay? No Coddy talk. It's Nigel. Totally different name. He asked me to call him that. He didn't want to be named after a fish. Right, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Leave a like. Took a while. It's quite frustrating, the transfer window, when you're a small team, isn't it? Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, also, by the way, there will be F1 Manager. It's not gone away. I just had a busy week. Hopefully, might have some house news, but I don't want to jinx it. So pretend I never said anything about house news. But there might be house news coming up soon, and F1 Manager will be back later in the week. Love you. Bye bye.